Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Take a Break. I am PM Kester, the host of How to Take a Break, which is available on all podcast platforms and, of course, on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to all my videos. Hello to new subscribers. And I have a little housekeeping before we get into this week's video, which is taking a break to set intentions and not resolutions. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. But first up, if we get into the housekeeping, I want to let you know that I am all about intentions during the month of January. So this is going to kick off an intention series this month. So tune in every Sunday for some type of video dealing with intentions. Like today, we're going to talk about why I think you should set intentions and not resolutions. Next week, I am going to talk about my intention for 2024. And maybe we'll have some conversation in the chat about what your intention for 2024 is. And finally, we will round things out with walking through my 30-day intention journal. The link will be available in the notes, the description box, or wherever you find this. And it's a really cool printable journal that you can use to help you on your intention setting journey. And that's the housekeeping, y'all. Let's get into the video. All right, so why are we getting hung up on not setting resolutions? I'm saying that because I have been seeing for like the past week, really it probably started the last week of December, people saying that they got their butts handed to them in 2023, and so they are not walking into 2024 setting any type of resolutions. They're just burnt out on it. They're tired, and I think they're just very disappointed, right? And it's understandable. I wrote a Medium article about this, and I'm going to link that in the notes as well, that resolutions have such a bad vibe attached to them. People make so many jokes about getting the gym memberships, promising to eat healthy, promising to be new year, new me, and then after 5 days, that goes out the window, and then you just give up on it completely. You don't even get back on the horse, because resolutions almost seem like it's unforgivable. Like once you stop, there is no getting back up. So I decided some years ago that I would not set resolutions per se. I would set intentions, because intentions lean themselves to something that gives you more grace. If you intend to do something, even if you don't do it, we know that, you know, in your heart, in your mind, you genuinely had an intention to eat healthy, to start this new things, and life happened and got in the way. But it's easier to jump back on and start setting goals and implementing an intention than it is a resolution. So that's why I say you should set intentions and not resolutions. And so some of the examples that I've set intention-wise in the past couple of years, 2020 was my selfish year. 2021 was growth. 2022 was my focus year, and 2023 was rebirth. Now, I always tell everybody that whenever you set an intention, you always expect for any challenges, any way that the universe can rise up and challenge you on that intention, it will happen. 2021 through 2022 were some of the hardest years. Really, it was 2021 and 22. They were rough years. And that was my growth year and my focus year. And I will say that everything that could rise up and make me stop growing to just give up happened that year. 2021 was the year that my home flooded. My youngest daughter was dealing with some PTSD trauma issues from some things, just watching illness and stuff. COVID was going on. Her father was having seizures. All that stuff was weighing on her. My oldest daughter was, you know, wanting to go out on her own, and we were having like the back and forth issues there. I could not sleep. I was being harassed at work. And so it was all these things to kind of make me not grow, right? To challenge that intention. It's like, oh, you thought you was going to have some growth? Let's make it where you go sit down. I don't want you to grow at all. I just want you to go and just be right here and sit in this. But it actually did make me grow. There was a year that I learned about how resilient I was. I learned how I could grow in spite of horrible things happening in my life. I learned a lot about relationships because I always split things into 3 areas, and I'll talk about this more as we get into the series. Hold on 1 second. There's a baby crying. Okay, so yes, as I was saying, I like to put stuff in 3 categories. And so during that growth year, I definitely learned a lot of relationship lessons that year. And a big lesson in trusting my gut, which I think really helped with my growth. But, you know, there were some painful lessons associated with it. And I think I can say that about each year of my intention. I have seen some type of fruition, like some type of manifestation, something great that came out of each intention. But there's also been like some, oh my goodness, I have been pulled to the end of the year, kicking and screaming and feeling some type of craziness, some type of challenge. But I will say, especially with the rebirth year last year, crying baby, part of the rebirth year last year, I really did see how rebirth was manifesting in all aspects of my life, my career, my finances, and my relationships. But I definitely was challenged on like, oh, so you think you're going to have a revitalization, a renaissance this year? Hold my beer. And I had some painful lessons, some painful challenges. And I think I talk about this in my last Vlogmas video, which is one of the biggest lessons from that year is that not everybody is going to go with me on this next phase of my journey, and that I have seen myself get in place within new groups of people that will be necessary for this next phase of my life. And we'll talk more about the 2024 intention and all of that in the next video. So the biggest thing is, have you set an intention for 2024? If not, why? Especially if you're one of those people who does not set resolutions, what's keeping you from setting an intention? I want you to go into the notes and just look at the intention journal. If you do not have the funds for the intention journal, go look me up on Instagram. I have like a series. I think you can click on series for the reels, and you will see an intention series that I did possibly last year that kind of walks through ways of creating your intentions and things like that. Also on Instagram, I'm doing a confidence challenge. It's a 30-day confidence challenge. It is day 7 of the challenge, which is get dressed. It's a way to boost your confidence. I'm on day 7. You can pick up right where I am now, or you can just start at day 1 and just, set your own pace and do your own confidence challenge. But I started this off last year, and I felt like this just really helped me boost my intention into gear, because it gave me that extra bit of confidence that I needed to really implement and see some of the changes that were necessary in my life. So thanks for watching this week's video. Drop a comment. Check my description bar, because I always share some type of cool links. I've now added in an Amazon storefront, because I get asked sometimes like, hey, I'm really enjoying the content. How can I support you? You can buy me a coffee, or you can support me via some of the things on my Amazon wish list. Until next time, I want you to find a little time to take a break.